while ago. Thank you. Of course, it gives me great pleasure. And I consider it an honor to be here to make this presentation in the presence of the future of today. When I say future of today, I call upon all of you who would represent different walks of life in different parts of the world. It is indeed a privilege for me to make this presentation amongst the gathering, which I would expect some of you to be future leaders of different nations, scientists, inventors, doctors, physicians, why not Nobel laureates as well? How many of you would want to be Nobel Prize winners? Wow. Put up your hands. How many of you have? 3, 4, 5. How many of you wouldn't want to be Nobel Prize winners? Now, those who didn't put up your hands, put up your hands. That's it. Okay, that's too many of them. Okay. I would also be failing in my duties if I do not thank those who are responsible to provide me with this opportunity to make this presentation. The principal, the teachers, and also the personnel from the US Embassy, Ms. Ripple, and also Ms. Kina. If not for them, this wouldn't have been a reality. Now, talking about alternative medicine. Most of you are aspiring to become medical practitioners, doctors. Now, in reality, what does a doctor mean? Can anyone define or give me the definition of a doctor? Yes, please.
A doctor is somebody who helps
Diseases, infections, yes. And you? People.
Animals.
Very good, excellent. Any more contribution from anybody else? Yes, please. Okay, perfect. Let me add a few extra definitions to enhance the value of a doctor. In reality, a doctor means a teacher. Teacher is a person who guides people from ignorance to knowledge. So to speak, the healer is within the patient. You get my point? The healer is within the patient. Doctors educate or give guidance or in fact awaken the doctor who is within the patient in order to heal themselves. Did I make this clear? We should not have the ego to say, I did it. It's not I, it's not we. The moment we have ego, there's pride in it as well. Yes. The doctor is within the patient, or the healer is within the patient, and we only act as instruments of Almighty. Whichever faith you belong to, whichever religion you belong to, we are used as instruments by the Almighty in order to channel the healing process towards our patients. 90% of the time, believe me, the patients cure themselves. Even though we take the credit and of course the fee that follows thereafter. The patients heal themselves. Patients heal themselves. When you say teacher, there is another terminology in Sanskrit for teacher. Anyone knows? Anyone knows a little bit of Sanskrit? Have you heard of a terminology called guru? No? Yes? Yes? Yes, you said? Yes, guru. Now, guru is a Sanskrit word constituted of two words put together. One is gu and the other is ru. Now, gu means darkness. Ru means light. A guru or a teacher is a person who leads people from darkness to light. Another way of putting it, gu means ignorant. Ru means knowledge. A guru is a person who leads another person from ignorance to knowledge. Yes. That's exactly what a doctor does. But you also got to be careful in this part of the world or in any part of the world. You also can find
It's probably the construction site. I'm going to go see.
you also have people who are rugus. And who are the rugus? There are people who are rugus.
Maybe there are people who are already they have knowledge, but then they go to ignorance.
Absolutely. Yes, very well done. You are doing that. People who lead the others from knowledge to ignorance. This is where you got to be careful. You got to be extremely careful in selecting your teacher or your guru. Yes. Do we have the options of selecting our parents? No. Of course, if we did have the options, we would perhaps ask the Almighty, I would like to have my father with this many genes, my mother with this many genes, put together and there you come, with all the problems that you wanted. But since you don't have that luxury, you accept what you get from Almighty. But you do have the wisdom to select your teacher who would lead you from ignorance to knowledge and not vis-a-vis from knowledge to ignorance. So use your discretion correctly. Of course, you consult with your parents and select the teacher wise, so to speak, about your doctor. Now, what is Western practice, which is also called allopathy? Have you heard of this terminology called allopathy? Western medicine? Western medicine? Where you go to a doctor, take an injection, medicine, yes, Western practice. This also is called allopathy in Latin. Get two words put together. Allo, patain. That is your Western medicine. Patain means suffering. Allo means opposite. You think? Allopathy is you give something opposite to the suffering a person is being subjected to. Yes. Clear? Give you an example. You have a toothache, let's say. Toothache. What happens? The area becomes inflamed. What does inflammation mean? What is inflammation? Yes. Yes. What is the word here? Burning. That's it. Inflame. Inflammation is inflamed. It's in fire. That's why you call it inflamed. Inflammation is a word derived from being inflamed or being in fire. It could be in your joints, it could be anywhere. The moment there is heat generated, the area is inflamed. Toothache, we have inflammation. Yes. Now, based on Western medicine or allopathic approach of apprehension, you keep ice opposite to the suffering. Allo is opposite, patain is suffering. Allo is opposite.